Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are coming at you from very late at night again. I did not have time to film during the day when there was still sun out. I've been super busy with work and things like that, so I'm sorry again for the lighting. I hope this ends up looking okay. I think from the viewfinder it looks pretty decent, but if it's like a huge issue, please let me know. I can try and fix it for next time, or I can try and film during the day and kind of like devote time to it. But today is going to be the first part of my end of the year wrap-up video series. So my plan is to do a declutter, an empties video, an inventory video, and a end of the year like favorites video to end out the year. I have a couple of items here that I have decluttered. In the past, my declutter videos have been like top-down views, but I don't have a ton of things that I wanted to declutter, so I figured this would be a quicker way of me showing you rather than me going through all of my products and telling you why I'm keeping most of them. I am going to tell you why I'm getting rid of this select basket here. There are not that many products in here. There's, I want to say maybe like 10-ish. So without further ado, let's just hop into it. Okay, the first two products that I want to talk about are two from one of my favorite brands, but they're no longer one of my favorite brands. And I'll tell you why here in a second. So the first thing is the Cosis bronzer. This is in the shade Medium Golden Browns. This is, I don't know like the full name of this. I think it's like the Sun Kiss bronzer or something like that. But as you can see, I've barely used it, and part of the reason why I've barely used it is because it smells bad. It does not smell good at all. I know Cosis is a clean brand, which is part of why I no longer love Cosis as a brand. I know the point of a clean brand is to not have preservatives, but I don't go through makeup fast enough. I just can't justify spending high-end prices on clean beauty products that go bad before I can finish them up. So this smells terrible. I don't want to put this on my face, and from what I remember, the last time I used this, it was a little bit patchy. So overall, just a no for me. I hate to say it, but Cosis is no longer my favorite brand. I really have moved away from the clean beauty trend. I love the packaging. I love my Cosis Cloud Set powder, which does not smell this bad at all. And overall, I am just pretty bummed because this is like a very expensive product. I think it was like $34, and it just smells terrible and I don't want to use it. And the other product is my Cosis Tropic Equinox Color and Light Cream Duo. So again, it just smells bad. It just smells kind of like Play-Doh. The formula is fine. I think it's still usable, but it's not an enjoyable experience because it smells really bad. And although like the formula itself seems fine, I just don't want to risk it. And like the highlighter is stunning, and the cream is also very pretty. Like I really like the shades of it. Or it might be a little bit too overexposed. So that's what they look like. I just can't justify it anymore. I really am gonna stop. Well, one, I'm gonna stop buying makeup in general because I'm on a no-buy. But I'm especially gonna stop buying clean beauty, especially things that I know are gonna go bad soon. I am not happy about it anymore. And I feel like I've wasted a lot of money on products that I can't get back, and I can't even donate it because it's old. Like this is going in the garbage and they're barely used, which is why I'm kind of upset about it. And if you guys know, if you guys have been here for a while, you guys know that I do love Cosis as a brand, or I used to love Cosis as a brand. They really have some great products. I have almost finished up their concealer. Their foundation has been a little bit hit or miss for me, but I love their brow products. I love their original 10-second eyeshadow. But since then, the stuff that I've tried from them just has been unimpressive, and so I'm gonna try and hold off from that from now on. The next item I want to talk about is the Milani Liquid Contour in the shade 02 Ginger. I literally just bought this. If you watched my video 2 weeks ago with the testing the makeup video, I did a swatch of this, and this is just way too warm for what I was expecting. And since it is brand new pretty much, I'm gonna pass this on to a friend who is a bit paler than me and see if this works for her. I just figured since it is pretty much brand new, I've only swatched it once, I don't see myself using it, and I don't want to leave it in my collection to just like collect dust, so I'd rather pass this on like pretty much immediately. The next item I want to talk about I've had for so long. This is probably so expired. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony. This says 6 months, and I have definitely had this for at least 5 years. So this needs to go. I don't use it for my brows. I am not a big like super filling in my brows type of person anymore. So I just don't have a use for this. It's old, it's dried out. This is going in the garbage, and I probably would not ever repurchase this. The next thing I want to talk about is this Too Faced Hangover lip or pillow balm lip treatment. This is in the shade Cocoa Kiss, and I don't love this. So I purchased this when I was on a work trip in California. There was a cosmetic company store outlet where if you bought like 6 items, they were $10 each. So I picked this up as like part of those 6 items. I really don't like this. The color of this is kind of pale, like it makes my lips look a little bit paler than they are, which I'm not obsessed with. But also the taste of this is so bad. And it's not like I'm even trying to taste it, like it's just on my lips and then it gets on my teeth, and I just cannot stand the taste of it. I am gonna try and give this to one of my cousins or one of my family friends because I am not gonna use this, and it's still pretty much full. So I am gonna give this away. I'm happy that I didn't spend full price on this, but also like I've tried the Too Faced lip injection before, and it tastes nothing like this, and something about this is just off. I don't like it. I don't like the taste of it. I think it's just the product itself. Like I don't think the product is bad or expired. I just really something about this makes me very sick. The next thing I am decluttering is this Super Shock, or this is not a Super Shock. This is a ColourPop Jelly Much Shadow in the shade Shishka Baby. This is part of their new Hocus Pocus collection. I have never tried the ColourPop Jelly Much eyeshadows before, so when the Hocus Pocus collection came out, I purchased the set of 3 that came with the mascara. And I think the sparkle and the texture of the Jelly Much eyeshadows is fine. Like I have no issues with it. It's very kind of like chunky sparkly, so if that's not your vibe, I definitely wouldn't recommend this. But this color specifically is this kind of like deeper orangey color, and I just don't think I would get a lot of use out of this, so I would rather donate it or give it away to someone that would enjoy it much more than I do. I have 2 of the other ones still. I still have the purple one and the clear one of the same set, so I'm gonna keep those. I just don't think I don't think I would use this orange color, so I'm going to get rid of it. These next 2 things here are eyeliners. This first one is the MAC Technical Liner Eyeliner Kajal. This was a Christmas gift, I believe, 2 years ago, and I originally kept this because I would use this as like an eyeliner for my top waterline. However, this smudges on me and I'm not super happy about that, and I still have so much product left, so I'm going to give this to one of my cousins who really likes MAC, and so I am gonna hand that to her instead so that she could use it and maybe it'll work better for her. The next thing I'm gonna declutter is this Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil Waterproof in the shade Silky Nude. So the formula of this is actually really nice. I really like it. However, the color is pretty much white on my waterline. I did put this on today, and I'm looking for more of just like a nudie color instead of bright white, since if I want to make my eyes look a little bit more open, I'd rather just have something that looks a little bit more natural instead of something so bright. I do like the formula though. It lasts really well. I don't notice any smudging, and I don't notice any smudging to my upper waterline either. So I think the formula is good. And if you're looking for an affordable like white eyeliner, but not like too white, but pretty white still, I would recommend this. This has been really nice so far. I just would prefer something a little bit more like nude toned than this. The next thing I'm going to declutter is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. This is just a little mini size. I just don't like this wand. This wand is very rubbery and kind of like, I end up poking myself in the eye. You guys know I have such a hard time with mascara. My lashes do not hold a curl unless it's waterproof, but all of my mascaras that are not tubing mascaras smudge on me, and so this just overall just not a good one for me. I don't really like it. I think it gives nice length but no volume, and I would say my lashes are pretty long naturally. They're just super straight, so you can't really see them. So I don't need more of a lengthening mascara. If anything, I would want more of a curling and volumizing mascara. So I'm gonna declutter this. I have used this a couple times and it's honestly pretty old, so I honestly might throw this away, but the sentiment is still there. I would not purchase a full size of this. I don't really like it. The next thing I'm going to talk about is something that I do like. However, the shade is way too light for me. This is from Hamish Cosmetics. This is their Cushion Foundation. I don't know the actual name of it, but the compact looks like this. It is a super stunning compact. The only thing is this shade, which is 23, is definitely too light for me. So I just picked up a little bit on this cushion here just to show you. Maybe you can't see it that well with the lighting, but it is just too light. It does not work for me at all. It might be okay. It's really hard to tell with this lighting. I feel like during the day it seems too dark, but in this lighting it seems fine. I will give this a swatch in the morning and just clarify or double check that this is too light for me. I'm pretty sure it is. So if it is too light, I am gonna declutter it. Otherwise, I will keep it. But I have this thing with K-Beauty where the most common shades are like 21 and 23, and I am either like a 25 or a 27. So it just does not match. So the next thing I want to talk about is this lipstick from Milani. This is one of their newer lipsticks in the shade 420 Tease. I haven't reached for this since my last declutter series, and to me that means that I am not going to use it. I will probably not use it. I put it on my lips today and I didn't really like the way that it looked on me. It kind of made my lips look like a little bit dead, so I am gonna declutter it. The formula is fine. I just don't think this lipstick is for me, and I've definitely come to realize that my lipstick preferences are more of like a berry toned. Otherwise, I'll just wear like a gloss. So I am gonna declutter this. If you like matte lipsticks, I think this is pretty good. It's really nice and creamy. I just don't think that this is for me. The next product I'm going to talk about is this little mini lipstick. This is in the shade Chili from MAC. I do actually like this color. However, I just don't reach for it very often. And I have a different lipstick called Devoted to Chili that I like a little bit more. This one's a little bit more orangey toned than Devoted to Chili. And I just don't think I wear this enough to justify having it in my collection. If I want like a red lipstick, I have other reds that I like more than this. And so I'm going to declutter this. Nothing against the product itself. I know MAC's lipsticks are like very well known. I don't think I would personally use it enough to justify keeping it around. And the last item that I am decluttering is actually this from Hailey's Beauty. This is the Reinvent Sheer Tinted Marula Oil in the shade Light, Medium, Warm. So this product is very, very medium, if we're being completely honest. This one is too dark for me, and you can kind of see there, it's like very orange, and I don't love the formula, even though it's super easy to blend around the skin because it is an oil. This is just too dark, it is too orange, and it has enough pigment that it makes the rest of my skin look too dark and too orange, and it never really sets down or absorbs into the skin. So it gets everywhere, it transfers like crazy. I am not a huge fan of this. I was debating keeping it just to use as like a mixer, but even, I feel like you can even tell from it being like blended out across my whole hand that it is very, very orange. Maybe you can't tell with the lights, but in person, it is very orange. It does not work for me. Maybe if I had a lighter shade, maybe if it wasn't as warm, but I think this is a miss from Hailey's Beauty, and I've heard really good things about Hailey's Beauty in general, so I was really excited to try this when I first got it. I got this through Octoly when it first launched, so I don't know. I just really, really think that it could have been so much better. I really think it could have been really, really nice, but it isn't. And if I wore this, I would look like an Oompa Loompa. So I'm gonna pass that on as well. And that is pretty much it for this video. I am getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, potentially 13 items, 12 of them for sure though. As far as the rest of my collection goes, I'm honestly really happy with where it's at. I feel like I have products that I really like and have been using, and these products are really the ones that I haven't been reaching for. So I'm glad to get that out of my collection. I am going to be donating what I can. I know Project Beauty Share is a really great organization where you can donate used makeup and they'll redistribute to homeless shelters. I am also going to check and see if there's a homeless shelter near me that I can donate to. So I will definitely check those out. For the most part, I'm really glad with where my collection is at. I am excited to show you guys the rest of the videos I have planned for this month. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye!